Hello everybody, I'm Adam.
And I'm Madi.
And we are AM Vintage.
Welcome back everybody. We are going to be doing our fourth movie review on
Elvis's Stay Away Joe.
And we'll figure out whether or not he stayed away.
Yeah, why does Joe have to stay away?
Well,
we're going to figure that out when we come back.
Thank you. Stay tuned.
My baby, she done me wrong. My baby, she paid. My baby took her down to the river where she lived out the last long day.
10,000 miles, even though I roamed, I can hear the call of the hills of home. Whoa. Hold on, Mari. Wait, what is this? What are you recording?
We're doing a movie review.
We're
not singing the movie theme song.
I was doing my karaoke, man. I was doing my Elvis karaoke, Mari. Movie review. For what?
We're doing the movie review for Stay Away Joe.
Oh, man. Oh, come on, Mari. Okay, forget. Let me set my mic down.
Every time, you guys.
Hold on, let me turn off the PA system.
And this is what we have to deal with when we do every movie review of Elvis. We have to hear Adam singing the
I
song.
was so busy, man.
Which I don't mind, but...
Let me break that character.
We're doing
All
the
right,
movie review.
I'm back.
We have
I'm
to
back, everybody.
Bring it back. Bring back Adam.
When I get in that character, man, it's hard to break it.
I'm sure all the Elvis fans feel the same way.
So we had a good time watching a movie, didn't we?
You know what? You always say we have a good time. Do I? Honestly, I did not have a good time.
Let's be honest, okay? I watched half the movie,
Right.
and then I fell asleep.
Yes, you guys.
But then I woke up this morning early and finished.
You had to do it. I mean, this is our homework. Our homework is to watch this movie, study it, observe it. Yeah, And he tends to fall asleep. I'm asking him questions, and I turn around, and he's already snoring away. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, I tend to do that,
But he's watched the movie so many times.
If it's past 9 o'clock.
How many times you watched that movie? I'm just
Stay With
curious.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't know, probably not a lot. Maybe 10 times.
Oh my god.
10 times?
Yeah, not a lot,
This was probably my second or third time, and I fell asleep. I should have been the one falling asleep.
Well, Mari knows this, though, about me. If it's past 9 o'clock at night and you put on a movie, I ain't going to make it through the whole thing. I'm an early bird. I wake up...
This is how bad it was.
I wake up early, go to bed.
One night he came home from work. Remember? It was like it was probably like 8 something. He got out of work, and we were already getting ready to bed. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go to bed. I looked at the time. It was only 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We are so old.
Yeah, you get old. It's time to go to bed.
We're starting to feel like old.
And
you know what? No, I wouldn't even say that because people are probably older than us. I probably have more energy. It's not even about age.
Yeah. Right. Well.
So I'm not even gonna go there.
Who knows what it is?
I'm gonna apologize for saying that because you know what? I don't even think it has anything to do with it. I just feel like I'm always just tired.
That's just what? When we get back to Memphis, I'll be
we're night owls in Memphis.
I'll be Memphis Adam, and I'll be awake all the time. But
yes.
Hey, I'm in Illinois. I got to go to bed early.
But enough of that. We are here to do our movie review.
Stay Away
Joe.
So,
you want to give a little background summary, Adam?
Yeah. Oh, God, this is a hard one to give a summary on, okay? So, Elvis is Native American, right? And his family lives in this little community that has nothing, right? They're like dirt poor.
Yeah.
And
somewhere in Arizona.
And Elvis is gone away, Stay Away Joe. He's Joe, and he's away. And when he returns, it turns out that he made some kind of a deal with the congressman or the senator that his family would get like 20 heifers, right?
Right.
And a bull. And it was going to help out their community. So everybody's so happy that Joe is bringing this to the community, right? But his family, they like to fight and they like to party and have fun. They like to drink.
It seemed like that was the whole thing throughout the movie.
Right. So when they end up getting these heifers in this bowl, they have a giant party. They're like, let's party, man, because this is going to change our lives. But while they're partying, you know, they get drunk, and they accidentally they want to slaughter one of the heifers and have some steaks, you know.
Yeah.
But they accidentally slaughter the bull. So, you know.
You know what? The characters are just.
And Elvis is chasing girls the whole movie.
Long enough, baby.
Right.
But what movie isn't? I mean, what Elvis movie doesn't have that? And you know what I'm saying? He's always doing that with all the women.
Yeah. Elvis's dad is awesome in this movie. He's played by Burgess Meredith.
Yes. But
and he's one of the best. I'll tell you what, though. You didn't really like this movie that much.
No, because
listen,
the portrayal and the makeup. I just had a hard time. And I get it was a comedy.
But it had good actors. It had great actors in it.
It had great actors in it.
And you got to admit, Burgess Meredith, he was fun to watch in this movie.
He was very fun to watch because he tried so hard.
He was acting so strange in this movie. There's the scene where they're having the giant party. And he must have been stoned because he's crawling on the floor, looking up. I mean, he's like,
trying to get
he's amazed at what's going on.
Well, he was trying to get a glimpse of the ladies.
I think he was, yeah.
That's what he was trying to do.
But Elvis is flirting with all his buddies' girlfriends, right?
Yes. It's like, who can resist Elvis?
Yeah. And then there's this like, you know, like 20, 21-year-old girl in town that Elvis goes to see her mother.
No, he's 19.
She's 19. Elvis goes to see her mother, and Elvis hadn't seen this woman in a few years, and all of a sudden he sees her daughter, and she's all grown up.
Right.
And so Elvis and the daughter have a thing going on. The mom doesn't like this because she likes Elvis.
She wanted Elvis for herself.
So she's chasing Elvis through the whole movie with a shotgun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baby dear, don't you want to be good?
How am I going to be good if I never get any practice?
And Elvis has these really nice cars in this movie, and he keeps like parting them out for money. And
well, that's what they had to do. They had to try to keep up.
The cars don't have doors. They don't have trunks. They don't have headlights. You know, I mean, it's hard to even. God, this movie is something else, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what, you guys, just I had I had a hard time with this movie.
She did. She had a really, really hard
and
time.
I'm trying to look up certain parts because, you know, it was so. I don't know what it is. I feel like every movie I've watched so far it seems a little busy, but it's just, and again, those were different times, right? I'm sure the topics, the comedy style.
Here's the problem, though. This movie was busy in parts, and then it had very long, like dragged out parts where you're just watching cattle walk or you're watching vehicles come down the road. And you have to do this for like 2 minutes long until you see Elvis do something else, you know.
Well, see, the whole point, I guess, of the basis of this movie was after that bull was cooked, his whole main, I guess, goal was to
get a new bull.
And then throughout that, he's actually like escaping the girls.
He's running from girls.
Running from this woman who's the one that he was romancing with, right? The little white young lady.
Yeah.
Because the bully, he's not white. He's
Indian.
He's Indian, Native American.
Mama!
I can explain everything.
And so, so that's the whole basis. But you guys, I just did not like this movie.
You should see the shack. The shack that they live in.
The shack that they live in.
It's like it's almost like cardboard walls.
Yeah.
With they throw some wallpaper.
And throughout this whole time, it's a little shack.
Yeah.
And Elvis is constantly always sleeping outside. At one point, he's sleeping with his little dogs or whoever's dogs on the reservation.
But here's the thing. Elvis's mom, she can't stand being poor and living in this shack, okay?
No.
So when they get this herd of heifers in, she's like, you know what? I'm going to start selling off.
She wants to rebuild her home.
Yeah, so
every woman, she wants to remodel her home.
She starts selling off the herd.
And another thing that we did not include
for a toilet, a washer and a dryer, a refrigerator. She's trying to fix up the house,
I think one thing we did miss out, we did not include was they also have, besides besides Elvis, they have a daughter. who's dating
Elvis has a sister
a
in this
white
movie.
man, right?
Yeah.
She's dating a white man in the chorus back in those days, or in the reservation. They're not allowed to. So throughout this time, the mother is trying to kind of impress them because she feels kind of shameful.
Yeah, the sister
In a
moved
sense.
on and got a job at the bank, and
Yeah,
she's got a
so-
new fiance.
Yeah.
So Elvis's
Everything's
mother,
Americanized. Yeah.
Elvis's mother wants to impress, her new family.
It's like she's ashamed of her poor little
Yeah, so she's like,
house.
I got to fix up this house.
So they try to sell these
They're selling the
cows.
cattle.
Yeah, the cattles. And I told him, this is so ridiculous. The way they're remodeling this house, they're just putting like wallpaper around it.
Yeah, they get wallpaper that looks like stone, and they just wrap it around the outside of the house.
It's like so bad.
Yeah, there's a giant hole in the floor in the house.
Yes.
They just throw a carpet over it.
But I do like to mention the woman that plays the mother. She's actually a Mexican actress, well known. But I don't know. It's just I don't even want to say this, but I just feel like their portrayals of Native Americans was so confusing to me because first of all, she was Mexican, and then she's speaking Spanish, and I don't think the Native Americans spoke Spanish.
Hey, you know what?
So I was a little. Then I thought, well, maybe she's Mexican dating the Native or married to the Native.
Yeah.
That's not it. That wasn't it, though, right?
Here's the deal, though. This was 1968. In 1968, nobody knew the difference back then. They were just like, yep.
Well, the Mexican.
Let's paint this guy dark and put him in the movie.
Well, the Mexican actress, she's Kathy Jurado, which she was so popular back in those days, the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
So, and I gotta say, she does play her.
She gained 20 pounds.
A trooper
for this movie.
From when we found out the things that she's done before this movie started was.
And she broke her foot before the
foot.
production.
Mm-hmm.
And right before they started filming, she took the cast off, which she wasn't supposed to do. And she had a limp during the movie. And they asked her, they were like, well, why are you limping? And she said, it's my character. So.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting, right?
So she was such a trooper.
Yeah.
But I love how she was speaking Spanish because it made it all like seem believable.
Mari
too.
speaks fluent Spanish, so
And
she's like listening to everything that
So I had to
Elvis's mother
actually
was
translate,
saying.
and
She's
it's so
trying-
funny
yeah.
because there's no subtitles. So,
Yeah.
but if you understood the language, it was so funny, and it's fun to see Elvis react to her when she's actually saying things in Spanish because he's having a kick out of it. I'm sure he probably understood some words, but not all of them. But it's like at one point, I think she does call them a certain name, and I can see Elvis is kind of grinning because he probably knew that was kind of like not a bad word, but it was. So it's cute to see that.
Yeah, that was fun.
So all the characters, all the cast,
And,
I really did like the cast, and I guess
The Memphis Mafia, there was members of the
always
Mafia in
have
the movie,
to be in
right?
this movie.
But Sonny West was the one that you see the most.
yes,
Yeah, him and Elvis were always fighting.
fighting
right?
all the time. Oh, talk about the fighting.
The fighting
How bad was this fighting?
What I loved about the fighting was they were having conversations during the fights. But you could tell that was all edited right
Like
in.
voiceovers. Right. Because there's no huffing, there's no puffing. There's just like if Adam and I were just talking regular and they're just fighting away.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are they keeping a conversation going?
It was funny.
It was such.
But you get to Elvis, he rides a motorcycle in this movie. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, the singing in the rain with the doggies. That was like my only favorite
It's
scene.
one of the best scenes, yeah.
It's one of the best scenes.
Yeah, all I needed was the rain.
Yes, that was my favorite scene out of the whole movie.
I do
That's
enjoy, I enjoy all of the songs in this movie.
Yeah.
Stay Away is a good song. A side note with the song Stay Away, the music for that song is actually Green Sleeves, which is a song that's, hundreds and hundreds of years old. So, Stay Away Joe is another song in the movie. Look who's back, Stay Away Joe. So, Dominic the Bull, I love that scene, Dominic the Bull, where Elvis is chasing the
I
girls.
bet you did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Elvis is running out of breath.
Chasing
So-
two women.
Yeah, and all I needed was the rain. So, not a lot of songs, but they're all good songs.
Always the music. I always enjoy the music. Another thing I could not stand was Elvis's tan.
Elvis's tan was great.
Poor. No,
it was probably
it
a
was
spray-on tan.
And you guys, I know, ladies, you're gonna attack me, but I thought it was just horrible.
No, I didn't think so.
It was
No.
he's already tan. Well, he was already tan, and then it looked like they just
Yeah, you
spray
just,
painted
you know.
his face.
You get to see what Elvis looks like with a good tan. So it's great.
I think that I was telling Adam, I said the sad thing is I said the Mexican woman, the actress, was probably the only one with the real tan there.
Burgess Meredith.
And some of the extras
Burgess
there.
Meredith's tan.
Oh,
and
that,
he
did you
had
see
some
the
like weird
paint?
makeup around his eyes.
I don't know. Was it? And then I thought, was he trying to portray like a real like native? Like I didn't know, or
Yeah,
was it just
yeah.
like they were just trying to make his eyes darker?
I'm not sure. And
It
what about
was-
the grandpa? What about the grandpa who was like the old school Indian that did the smoke signals with the blanket? Right? He didn't say much, but he was very wise, and he just watched everything unfold. You know.
what was his character's name? Thomas? Was it Thomas Gomez? I want to say it was Thomas Gomez who played
Grandpa, who was Chief Light Cloud. So very interesting.
Oh my lord!
But yeah, this is a fun movie. You know, parts are fun, and parts you just fall asleep, and you have to wake up the next day and finish the movie. So.
Just
What do you think? Do you want to give our
already just
Siskel and Ebert?
You know what? It's sad, you guys. I don't really like talking about, but this movie was I just did not like it at all.
You got a lot of guts, lady.
There were some good parts with Elvis, though.
The only thing I liked was him singing with the dogs. The little dogs in the rain. That's it. Everything else I could just cancel out. I didn't like that he was, because it was just so like, I don't know.
One thing I did learn about this movie is the director also directed the movie The Trouble with Girls, which we're gonna have to watch.
Yeah.
So hopefully you like that one better than this one. You know.
I think I'm gonna pick that next Elvis movie. The one I really want to
We
watch.
might get a more serious Elvis movie next, like
Which
King
one?
Creole, right?
I think
Something like that.
I think we should do King Creole. And so, and one of our subscribers actually wants that one
Yeah,
reviewed. So I think we owe it to her to do that one.
I think so.
I
So
think that's gonna be a great one.
it's
but-
Siskel and Ebert time, though.
I'm sorry, guys. This is gonna be a short review. I just didn't. Oh, like I said, besides the movie, besides the locations, it was just not. It was. Oh, we didn't mention the slap happy stuff. Like, but it seemed like the whole movie, all they were doing is party. Like it was giving. And I thought you told me this. Did you read somewhere that it was actually just they were giving the whole Native American kind
Well,
of
yeah, because this is the second time.
bad
This is the second time Elvis played a Native American. The first time was Flaming Star.
rap? Yeah, it seemed like it was
Which-
just not. They're portraying the Native American. That's another thing that I did find it a little bit. And I get it. It's a comedy, but
It was
I
a
think
different
it was
time.
just.
you
It
know.
was a different. I'm glad it was because it was just. I don't like it.
Well,
Sorry.
So I guess that's your review. I guess that's your review, Ebert. Huh? Right? So she's giving it thumbs down.
I'm sorry. You guys
I'm
gonna
gonna show
have to
everybody.
convince me. I like the characters. Don't get me wrong. I liked all the.
Yeah.
You ready?
There's my review.
You didn't give it a thumbs up.
No thumbs down, but you know what? It's
You
like,
wanted to. I'm sure you wanted
No,
to give it a thumbs
it's kind of like a limbo.
It's sturdy.
It won't go down. It won't go down. It's like that. Floats right there. It's fun, but it's also boring at parts.
The scenes were dragging. I
The
thought
songs
they were
are
just
good.
lacking something. It just felt like they were just trying to, like you said, filling in the dead air. with
Elvis
that.
looks good.
He always looks good, but that tan.
I like his clothing in this movie.
His clothing it's weird how he didn't come with a suitcase or anything. He pretty much
he
sleeps
just shows up.
outside.
Yeah.
But every day he's got a clean shirt on. Looking nice and pressed.
Yeah. Something tells me like the clothes that he wore in this movie would be clothes that he would just wear like in regular life.
Oh, and what did you mention about the double? The guy
The stunt double what movie did we watch? Did we review?
Live a little.
Live a Little, Love a Little. And we talked about how they used a stuntman when Elvis was driving from behind. And it was like, this guy you could tell, whenever they shoot from behind, it's not Elvis. I think they used the same stuntman in this movie.
That's what he. Well, you guys, when you guys check it out, let us know if it was the same.
And you know
if
what?
it's the same, it looks like the same
Well,
guy.
I know that
Maybe it
Elvis
is.
had the same stunt guy through most of his movies, but
It
I
could
mean,
be
it's
that.
got to be the same dude.
It has to be. It looked the same. It just you as soon as the camera gets the back shots, it's like you clearly know it's not Elvis.
It's hilarious.
It's just hilarious watching that. But you guys let us know, hopefully in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this movie. Prove me wrong if you felt like it was a good movie. Like I said, all the characters, I liked all the characters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what do you guys like about this
we
movie?
really didn't mention anything about the sisters part in the movie. I
Well-
think she was just pretty much trying to find herself and be accepted. Not finding herself, but
Yeah.
I felt like she wanted to.
She just wanted a better life, you know?
She wanted a better life, but she was like not. I don't know.
She
was she
wasn't
ashamed?
No, she wasn't ashamed.
Not
but,
as much as her mom was, I think.
But she was a little embarrassed at some of
was.
the shenanigans that
Who
were
wouldn't be
going
embarrassed?
on. So,
So yeah, it was. I'm sorry, thumbs down, you guys. But again, you will be able to tell us if you agree or disagree.
yeah.
What do you think? People disagree?
You know what? This is like, yeah, this is not going to be a popular Elvis movie, you know? This is not like Viva Las Vegas or King Creole. It's not Blue Hawaii. So,
No.
yeah.
And it's funny because at the end, what happens? They're fighting. I swear, there's always fighting in
Yeah.
this movie, and then at the end,
The house,
the house. What happens to the house?
it collapses. The shack collapses. And the mom and Burgess Meredith, they just have to stand there and watch. And then, well, now what are they going to do, you know? What are they going to do, Mari? They're going to need a realtor.
They are going to need a realtor, and that brings us up to our next
You know what?
little topic. That
Little
we wanna,
side note, we're going to add a little commercial in here. Mari actually knows a realtor.
Yes, we
Take it
do.
away, Mari.
So if you're looking for a licensed realtor in Indiana to help you purchase or list your home, please reach out to our beautiful and smart and intelligent. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of her. My niece, Elizabeth Zamora. She's great. She can help you find that right home for you. So we will be providing all the details in there.
Yeah.
And
if your house collapses, you know, if something happens.
if you're just looking for, and if you're not looking for Indiana, still reach out to her. She'll be great to help you find that right perfect home. And I know a lot of our subscribers are probably not currently in the U.S., but if you know anybody, just feel free to spread the word for us. So we're just trying to support her in every way we can. And again, her name is Elizabeth Zamora. I will be providing, or I should say, Adam does. He likes to do his magic on the videos.
They call me Steven Spielberg around here, you know, because I edit these videos.
So we were providing her information. Yeah. Everything is going to be linked to her. So we do appreciate your support with her. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching and reviewing our videos.
We appreciate it. So that's the end of our video, everybody.
It's the end.
It was exhausting talking about Stay Away Joe, wasn't it?
It was. No, but like I said, Elvis could have done so much better without these
scripts that he was given.
Yeah. I'm sure he could have. Yeah.
He coulda, shoulda, woulda. But hey, there's still some great scenes and some great songs. So.
Very.
Please like and subscribe, everybody. Ring that notification bell. Right?
As always, yes. Thank you guys so much for your support, and we do appreciate. Our channel keeps growing.
Yeah,
so
we just reached 6,000 subscribers, right?
So yes, we hope to keep going, and hopefully you'll follow us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
My baby, she